last morning. Me and Brother Chris woke up last morning to a little bit of rain. We're slipping in here now. Definitely cooler. Let's see what happens. This deer just come right through here. And I was right over there about 40 yards. Literally a triangle. Difference in the tracks. Since the rain, it's easy to tell which ones they're really using. It's the last morning, and yesterday going in, before daylight, I saw a big herd of deer cross this dirt road in a little low spot. So I got in there this morning, and it was just cracking daylight. I was painting my face, and I heard something, looked up, and there's 25, 30 come trotting up the path through that opening. They crossed about 40 yards from me. But I wouldn't have been able to get a shot anyway. But it rained throughout the night. And on these red dirt, this dirt out here is red, and the trails they travel a lot will be powdery. But since it rained, I can tell which tracks they took, which trails they really been using. And I'm probably about 500 yards from the water hole. And there's thousands of trails in here. But I found myself one where I can somewhat see, and I got some good cover all around me. And I'm just gonna sit here till about 8:30, 9:30 and hope one comes through this couple little areas I got to shoot through here. I have all but given up on trying to slip around and shoot one of these animals. It's very doable if you catch them in those gulches I was telling y'all about. The gulch is like a big canyon. If you can catch them in that and be above them, that's your best bet. I had a few. Close calls trying that yesterday, but I keep getting seen. shot, but this grass I'm about to show y'all is anywhere from waist to chest high. It's extremely hard to see them in here. But this is what it looks like. I got 2 or 3 trails meet right here. They come together right there. They all got really fresh tracks in them. So this is me sitting on this log here. Just kind of give you an idea how tall this grass is. I come to the conclusion last night that if you take the eyes of a turkey and put it with the ears and the nose of a whitetail, you have an axis deer. But I'm pretty happy. I'm making some good decisions out here as far as where I think I ought to be for no longer than I've been here. I think if I had a couple more days, I'd have a really good shot at putting together a good game plan. It's taken me, we got here Sunday afternoon. Sunday afternoon, we hunted a place that we weren't able to get back into because some other hunters were in there. But learned enough yesterday morning to put together a plan for yesterday afternoon that almost came together. I was so close yesterday afternoon, it wasn't even funny, and it was by hunkering down in this brush and waiting, trying to catch them coming to water. But I'm gonna cut this camera off and get the glass. Just had another super close encounter. I'm sitting here just like this. And I turn and look over my right shoulder, which would be downwind of me. And there's an axis buck walking down this trail 15 yards from me. So as this one's walking right out this trail right here, away from me, as I grab my bow and get it under this branch, the one right there busts me. And this one's over there at 20 yards with too much stuff to take a shot. I mean, I guess you gotta keep your head on a swivel. Watch upwind, downwind, every which way but loose. But I would have never, ever guessed it. A deer would come right through there, downwind. I guess it just comes. My wind's more this way versus that way. Wow. Another heartbreaker. Chris just texted me and said he had a doe 12 to 15 yards. But all he had was a gut shot. He tried to just ease out just a little bit to get a better shot, and she busted him. So these animals are tough. Words I can't tell you. I ain't back at it. Just got busted. Just got busted by a spike. There they go. Yards, wind in my face, and blow them out the bed. Chris picking me up here. How'd you hunt go?
Oh man, it was a heartbreaker. I had a doe broadside down in a ditch at about 12 to 15 yards, and I only had a shot at probably mid-body, so I'm a lefty and I had a berm kind of down to on my left side, and I just tried to position for a better angle, and as soon when I stepped right, she busted. But had to make the hard choice and not make a bad shot. Probably would have been gut if I took that shot. So
yeah, that's a good decision.
yeah, so tough decision, right decision. Does it disappoint? A little bit, it stinks. But it's been a blast out here with James and the folks at Koloakoi Outfitters. It's been a good deal here. So,
you know, the good thing about that shot is now we go over here and we can hunt the gulch instead of spending the rest of our day
that's right.
trying to track a wounded
That's right.
deer, you know. So we're gonna hop in the buggy here and take off back down this is one power line here, goes down to the resort, and it's a good reference point on this 3,000 acres we're hunting. But we're gonna take it back down that way, probably go get us a snack and go hit hit the big gulch we were in yesterday and see what happens. Yeah, I gotta stop up here and get my pack. It's not far off the road though. That buck I just saw was probably right down in there. There's one of them Franklin. Big birds that look like grouse they call Franklin are everywhere out here. We also saw a couple turkey yesterday. I saw one from bunkhouse and Chris saw one while he was hunting. We're back at the homestead for one last midday snack. Then back after them. Don't forget the wasp nest there. So what we're doing now is riding the side of this big gulch, and there's a road runs on top on this side and on top on that side, and we're riding in here glassing these shaded spots and then seeing if we can find some deer that are in a position to make a play on. This thing from this thing's probably about 250 yards wide right here where we're at. But these deer will lay up in any of those shaded spots, which is not really a whole lot of shade right now. They may be more in the very bottom. But Chris is sitting here scanning them while I'm videoing. You see anything? Not yet. We noticed yesterday, like right over here, it's a big, there's scattered rock formations in there. And they like to get at the base of those rocks.
Well, I got them now.
You got them?
Yeah, we got 2 of those. About mid-level right now.
Which side of the rock over there?
So that white, that tan patch right there, right in the middle. Moving right to left, up the hill actually. Two does.
Your bed up in here. It literally smells like one of them in here. It smells like a goat. We got the wind in our face and we're trying to walk down the edge of this gulch and glass down in for a bedded deer. just run a bunch of deer out of this gulch. They come out of here and up to there, but what a beautiful place.
That's what I've been wanting to see, is it just them lined up like that.
We're gonna go ahead and close this video down here. It's been a fine trip over here to Molokai. We've got stick bow close several times. Chris and I both have, and just hadn't worked out. That's how it goes with the tool we pick for the trade. And just remember, you get inside a stick bow range, that's a successful hunt, whether you bloody an arrow or not. You know, you beat the animal's senses, put it together, and got in there on them, and that's what it's all about. You don't pick these bows up to fill the freezer. You know, they're a low percentage game, but that's what we love about it. You got anything you want to add there, Chris?
Just a blessing to be here on Molokai, enjoying the land and new friendships. So thanks, James, and for inviting me out here and joining you on this hunt.
It's been a blast. We're gonna make the final loop out of here, and we're taking in a little scenery now, and gonna go back and pack up and fly back to Oahu this afternoon. Y'all count your blessings. Alright, we on the way to the airport, leaving the ranch now. Had a blast.